Welcome to the online classes. Dear friends, myself Srishal Pottergi, lecturer in mathematics. In first PUC mathematics, you have studied already 2 chapters. The first chapter, sets, relations and functions, and the second one, complex number, you have studied. And the third chapter is one of the important chapter, trigonometric functions. Students, already we have studied trigonometry in the previous classes. In the 10th classes you have studied, and in PUC 1 and in PUC 2 also you have to study this chapter, trigonometric functions. That extensions of what you have studied in the 10th class, that extension of the trigonometry we will study in this first PUC and second PUC. Let us today will discuss regarding the introduction part and application part, contributions. See, students, I split the word trigonometry like that. Trigonometry. You know, tri means 3. Gno means angle or sides. Metry means measurement. Say trigonometry. I splitted the word trigonometry like that. Tri means 3, gno means angle, metry means measurement. Measurement of a triangles. This means 3-angle measurement. 3-angle measurement means measurement of a triangles. See, measurement of a triangles. Measurement of a triangles. Students, measurement of a triangles. You know, you are already familiar with a triangle. You know how the triangle is formed. Just I remind you, 3 straight lines, a non-collinear 3 straight lines. Non-collinear 3 straight lines, it form a triangle. A triangle consists of 6 elements, 3 angles and 3 sides. You know, angles are denoted by capital letters and sides are denoted by the small letters. These are the 6 elements. See, the meaning of the word trigonometry, introduction it is, tri means 3, gno means angle, metry means measurement. What it becomes? Measurement of a triangles. Measurement of a, triangle means, you are familiar with triangle since from the 7th standard. Just I have reminded you also how the triangle is formed. A triangle consists of 6 elements. These are the 6 elements, 3 angles and the 3 sides. See, now let us come to the turning point of this meaning of this trigonometry. Out of 6 elements, some elements are given. Out of 6 elements, some elements are given in the data, some elements are given, and finding the remaining elements by using trigonometric functions. What? By using trigonometric functions. It making this triangle is a right angle triangle, placing an altitude, it becomes a right angle triangle, applying the trigonometric functions, finding the remaining elements of a triangle. This is known as a trigonometry. Students, this is about the meaning of the word trigonometry. Now come to the application parts of the trigonometry. What? Applications part of the trigonometry. Engineers are used these trigonometric functions in the many fields. Surveyors use it. Astronomers use it. Engineers are using designing the large structures. They will using the trigonometric functions, they will design the large structures. Astronomers use this trigonometry for finding the accurate measurement of time and locating the positions of the places. And surveyors use it, the measurement of a heights and distances. I will give one simple and important uses of these trigonometric functions. You will come to know. See the students, using the trigonometric functions, the height of the aeroplane, will calculate height of the aeroplane, at what height the aeroplane is flying in the air, and distances between the two ships in a boat. These are all the applications part of these trigonometric functions. Surveyors use it, engineers use it, astronomers use it. You know, astronomers need accurate time and place. So astronomers also use these trigonometric functions, the accurate measurement of time and locating the positions of the places. Now come to the contribution of this chapter. The contribution of this trigonometric functions, trigonometry, the many scientists are contributed. Eulers, Newton, John Bernoulli, these are the some mathematicians are contributed this trigonometry, and this is one of the branch of this mathematics. This is trigonometry. So this is the introduction part. Now let us come to here in this trigonometry functions, we have to study again 7 to 8 bits. Let us see. The first bit is in that trigonometry, measurement of angles. Measurement of angles. Now let us come to regarding the angle. Measurement of angles. Students, here angles can be measured in two ways. See, this is the ray. OA is a ray. OB is the another ray. Here OA is called as a initial ray. OB is known as a terminal ray. See, this is the initial ray and this is the terminal ray. Initial side or terminal side. See how the angle is measured. Initially here on OA, the amount of revolution from OA to OB is read as a angle. The amount what? The amount of revolution from its initial position to the terminal position. Amount of revolution of its initial position to the terminal position. So, and this is in this direction. What direction? Which direction? Here I have measured in this direction. This direction is called as a anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise. Important it is anti-clockwise. And this anti-clockwise direction is measured as a positive angle. Let us come to this is the initially it is on OA. OB is the terminal ray. What? Initial ray, terminal ray, or initial side or terminal side. Now let us see how here I will measure. You will come to know the difference of these two figures. This is initially position. See, here I will measure like that. Which direction it is? This direction. This means what? Anti-clockwise direction. Sorry. This is what? Anti-clockwise direction. This means what? Clockwise direction. Clockwise direction. And anti-clockwise direction. Remember friends? Anti-clockwise direction is read as a positive angle. And clockwise direction is read as a negative angle. Positive angle and negative angle. This is the difference between the positive angle and negative angle. Anti-clockwise direction is read as a positive angle. Clockwise direction is read as a negative angle. So this is about the angles. Now let us come to after the angles, how to measure these angles. You know already students, 90 degree, 60 degree, 180 degree. Let us see how they are measuring. Now here in this trigonometry functions you have to study. I have told 6 to 7 bits you have to study. This is the first one, measurement of angles. Regarding the angles, now let us see measurement of angles. There are two measurements. There are two measures of an angle, measuring an angle. Two measurement of an angles. One is degree measure. What? Degree measure. And the second one is radian measure. You know, one more also is there, gradient measure, but that gradient measure is not for your first PUC syllabus. Now according to the NCERT syllabus, you have to study these two measures. First one is degree measure and second one is the radian measure. You know, already you are familiar with this degree measure. Let us discuss this also, the degree measure also. See how the degree measure will measure. Let us, I will draw a circle. This is a circle, center of the circle, this is the radius of the circle. You know, the whole circle is How much degree it is? 360 degrees, students, you know. See how the degree measure, you know already. The amount of revolution of from its initial position to the terminal position is read as an angle. Now here these are the two systems of measuring an angles. One is degree measure, another one is radian measure. So in the degree measure, 1 over 3/60th part, what? 1 over 3/60th part is read as a 1 degree. What? The amount of revolution of 1 over 3/60th part is read as a 1 degree. Again in 1 degree is divided into equal 60 minutes. What? Equal 60 minutes. In 1 degree it is divided into what? Equal 60 minutes. Again in 1 minute is divided into 60 seconds. How you will get degree, students? I think you will come to know. 1 over 3/60th. 1 over here, that's why I have drawn the circle also. 1 over 3/60th part of a 1 revolution is read as a 1 degree. In 1 degree it is divided into 60 minutes, and again in 1 minute it is divided into 60 seconds. So this is about the measure of degree measure. You know, just here I will draw these some angles. This is the 90 degree, is the 180 degree, (270 degrees). These are the some examples. 360 degree it is. These are the some examples of the degree measure. The important point is how you will measure a 1 degree. See, the amount of revolution of a 1 over 3/60th part is read as a 1 degree. What? Once again I repeat this one. You know, 30 degree, 40 degree, 50 degree. See, 1 degree, how will take 1 degree? What type of it is? Here it is a circle. What I am telling here? The amount of revolution of a 1 over 3/60th part is read as a 1 degree. Again in 1 degree is divided into equal 60 parts. Each part is known as a minutes. It is the notation of the minute. Again in 1 minute is equally divided into 60 seconds. Equally divided into 60 seconds. So this is about the degree measure. You know, already you have drawn the some angles, you know, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree. These are the some angles. These are the some angles you have drawn: 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree. I think you have studied also all the trigonometric functions of these angles. These are the standard angles. You have calculated sin 30, sin 45, sin 60. You have known all the functions, not only sin, you know tan 30, tan 45. These are the some angles you have studied. But the measurement of how they are measuring, what is 1 degree, in 1 degree how many parts, in 1 minute how many parts, this is about the regarding the degree measure. Now you have already studied. Now come to the second here. This is the second measure. This is what? Units. Measurement of angle means that angle These are the units. These are the two units. One is degree, another one is the radian measure. You know, students, your height will measure in terms of centimeter, in terms of feet, in terms of inches. Like that, a degree can be measured in these two ways. You have to study these two measurements in this first PUC class. One is degree measure, another one is the radian measure. Just I have discussed regarding the degree measure. Now let us come to the radian measure. Here I will consider the same diagram for the radian measure also. See, radian is a measure of an angle. What? Radian is a measure of an angle. Measure of an angle. What is the first bit here? Measurement of angles. Radian is a measure of an angle subtended at the center of a circle. Radian is a measure of an angle subtended at the center of a circle by an arc of length. What? By an arc of length. Arc of length is equal to the radius of the circle. By an arc of length is equal to the radius of the circle. This is the one, radius is 1, the unit radius, and this is the 1 radian. This length is also same, 1 radian. So therefore, angle AOB is equal to 1 radian. What? 1 radian. This is the notation of the radian. This is the notation of the radian. I repeat once again the definition of the radian measure. Radian is a measure of an angle. Radian is a measure of an angle subtended at the center of a circle by an arc of length is equal to the radius of the circle. Then we will get a 1 radian. Arc AB is equal to also 1 radian. Once again I repeat this one. Radian measure. Radian is a measure of an angle. Radian is a measure of an angle subtended at the center of a circle by an arc of length is equal to the radius of the circle. By an arc of length is equal to the radius of the circle. This is the 1 radian. And 1 radian is equal to approximately 1 radian is equal to 57 degree 16 minute 22 seconds. What? 1 radian is equal to approximately 57 degree 16 minutes and 22 seconds. This is about the radian measure. These are the two units of measuring an angle, students. These are the, what it is? The conclusion is, here I am come to the conclusion. Measure, you know the measurement, measuring of a, what it is? Degree, angle. One is in terms of degree, another one is in terms of radian. See, one is in terms of degree, like this. One is in terms of radian. These are the measurements of a angle. These are what? Measurement of a angle. Remember, these are the two measurements we have to study in this first PUC syllabus. Now let us come to the relation between these two, degree and radian measure. What? How will you calculate? How will you convert? In the suppose, you know, you are familiar with in terms of degrees. The question arises in the mind. Sir, how to convert degree to radian? Supposed to be, you are telling here 1 radian is equal to this much degree. What it is? 1 radian is equal to how much it is? Remember this one? Note this point. 1 radian is equal to 57 degree 16 minute 22 seconds. 1 radian is equal to 57 degrees 16 minutes 22 seconds approximately. Let us will convert in the next part what it is. We will convert these amount of angle of in terms of degree into radian measures, and supposed to be radian into degree measure like that. Now let us see how we will convert it is. Relations between degree and radians. Relations between degree and radians. That it means how will convert. There is a one formula is there. I will give that formula. Using that formula, we will calculate the examples converting degree to radian and radian to degree. See, you know, dear students, a one circular is a 360 degree. One circular rotation is a 360 degree. In terms of radian, it is 2 pi. How much it is? In terms of 2 pi. Pi means what it is? Radian. So pi radian is equal to how much it is? 180 degree. Pi radian is equal to 180 degree. One circular rotation 360 degree, 2 pi it is. Here I have divided. Pi radian is equal to what it is? 180 degree, you know, 180 degree. Now let us convert. How to convert? Degree to radian and radian to degree. Degree to radian and radian to degree. How will you convert the degree to radian and radian to degree? See, 1 radian is equal to, if it is in terms of a radian, you will convert in terms of degree, multiply that by 180 degree by pi. It is in terms of you will get in terms of degree. Supposed to be, it is a degree. Convert in terms of radian. Multiply by that by pi by 180. You will get in terms of radian and you will get in terms of degree. Here I will write degrees and radians. Once again I repeat these two important formulas. Supposed to be, if you want to convert radian to degree, see here it is a radian. You want to convert in terms of degree. What to do, friends? Multiply that quantity by 180 by pi, you will get in terms of degree. Like that 1 radian I will calculate it. You will come to know how you will get it up. Not only 1 radian, I will calculate 2 radian, 6 radian. You will come to know how you will get it in terms of degrees. If it's supposed to be, it is measured in the examples radians, or it is measured in terms of a degrees. Sometimes in the problems you have to convert it is given in terms of degrees, you have to substitute in terms of a radians. And the CET examples, if it is supposed to be, it is given in terms of a degrees, you have to convert in terms of radians in terms of a degrees. These are the 2 points, important points. The one is to convert radian to degree. Remember this one? 180 by pi. You have to multiply by 180 by pi. You have to convert degree to radian. See the notations I have. This is the notation of a radian. This is the notation of a degree. This is the notation of a minute. This is the notation of a seconds. You need all these. Say, to convert some quantity of an angle, it is in terms of measured in terms of a radian. You want to convert in terms of a degrees. You have to multiply by 180 by pi to that quantity, that amount. And supposed to be, you have to convert degree to radian. Degree to radian. you have to multiply by pi by 182 that quantity you will get in terms of a radians. This is about the relations between the degrees and radians. Now see, I will go for the examples, you will come to know about this one. Here I will remain these two formulas here only. I will write here, you will come to know. Here what I have written, 1 radian is equal to convert radian into degree, multiply by 180 by pi. And the supposed to be, if it is measured in terms of a degree, you have to convert it as in terms of radian, multiply by that quantity by pi by 180. Now let us see, for example, I will take one simple example. Convert 320 degree into radians. You know 320 degree. You may convert any angle, not only 320, any angle. It is in terms of degrees. You may convert any quantity of degree. Not only 320, you will convert in terms of radians. See, what is your example? What is your example? 320 degree. Yes. You have to convert it as what it is? In terms of radians. See, degree to radian. Is it a degree to radian? You have to convert in terms of radian. Convert 320 degree into radians. Very simple. 320 degree here I have taken. I have to convert in terms of radians. You know the notations, the relations between radian to degree. This is degree to radian. Just we have studied. What you have to multiply, students? Pi by 180. You will get in terms of what it is? Radians. Radians. See the calculation. This 0 and this 0 get cancels. Now see, 2, 9, 2, 16. Yes, 2 9 is 18 and 2 16 is 32. So how much it remains, friends? 32 pi by 9 radians. You have converted this degree in terms of a radian. How much degree it is? 320. It is in terms of in which notation it is? It is in terms of degrees. You have converted in terms of a radian. This is what? In terms of radians, how much it is? 32 pi by 9 radian. It becomes 32 pi by 9 radians. Now come to I will calculate some examples and I will give some examples in terms homeworks also. This is the first example. Now come to the second example. Convert 240 degree into radians. Let us see what is your example. 240 degree, students. 240 degree. You have to write in terms of degree. Now you are converting in terms of what it is? Radian. Don't write that notation of degree. What you have to multiply here? Pi by 180. According to the relations between the degree and radian. What is the formula here? Formula means what you have to multiply that quantity to convert it becomes a degree to radian. Degree to radian. It becomes what? Degree to radian. See, 6 3 ja 18, 6 4 ja 24. How much it becomes? 4 pi by 3. 4 pi by 3 radian. Very simple examples. And remember, students, for the point of examination, 1 marks from this conversion of degree to radian and radian to degree. And I will discuss regarding the marks. I will discuss about this total weightage of this trigonometry chapter. Number of 1 marks questions, how much? Number of 2 marks questions, number of 5 marks questions. In the next class, briefly I will discuss. So, these 2 examples here we have calculated. See the students, what here? Conversion. This is what? Conversion of a degree to radian. The 2 examples today we have calculated. Conversion of a degree to radian. 320 degree and one is 240 degree. Let us see the one more example. These are the such simple examples for the point of examination. There is one question, definite one question. Now let us see the third question here. Convert 25 degree into radians. See, convert 25 degree into radians. What is your question? 25 degree. What you have to convert in terms of radians? See, 25 degree it is a, what you have to multiply to convert it as a radian. So, multiply by pi by 180. See, 5 is a 25, simplifying this one. 5, 3 is a 15, 30 remains, 5, 6 is a 30. So, how much it becomes, friends? 5 pi by 36 radians. What it is? 5 pi by 36 radians. Very simple. 1 mark question it is. Many times asked in the examination, your annual examination. One question definite it is on this what it is, measurement of angle. Your chapter is measurement of angle. Every time one question from conversion. Either it is a degree to radian. Next we will go for the radians to degree also. Radians to degree also. This is about the degree to radian. Let us one more example. I will go for the one more example. See this example. 40 degree 20 minutes into radians. See what is the example? It is 40 degree 20 minutes. Such examples, such angles are called as a fraction angles. Earlier what here? The 2-3 examples what you have studied? These are the not fraction angles. You have studied whole angles. See, here measured in terms of a minutes also, you know students. 1 over 3/60th part is read as a 1 degree. Again in 1 degree is divided into equal 60 minutes. Again in 1 minute is divided into equal 60 seconds. He may give in terms of seconds also. That example also will calculate. See here, this is known as a fraction angle. What it is both. It is read as because 20 minutes it is. What happened here? 40 degree and 20 minutes. Not like that whole. Fraction angle it is. Let us see. We will convert. What is your example? 40 degree 20 minutes. See, such cases, what you have to do? First, we have to convert this minutes in terms of a degree. What? This minutes in terms of a degree, and that degree you have to combine here. That whole degree you have to convert in terms of a radians. Let us see. You will come to know one example here. I will calculate. You will come to know. Supposed to be it is in terms of seconds also. Supposed to be 15, 20 minutes is there now. Supposed to be like that also he may give. This also could read as an angle. How much that reading here of that particular angle? 40 degree, 20 minutes and 10 seconds. Here also what to do? You have to convert this 10 seconds in terms of minutes, seconds to minute, you know how to convert. And minutes to degree also you know how to convert. Now see, you will calculate in this example what it is fraction first 20 minutes. Students, you have to convert in terms of a what it is degree dividing by 60. Because you know 1 over 60th part is a degree. 1 over 60th part of a minute is a degree. So how much it is? 1 by 3. 1 by 3 degree it becomes. 1/3 of the degree it becomes. 20 minute becomes what it is? 1/3. Now let us combine here. 40 degree 20 minute is equal to how much it becomes? 40 it is. 20 minute how much you will get? You have converted this 20 to 1/3. 20 minute to 1/3 degree. Combine here. how much it becomes? This is known as a whole angle, it is. Not in terms of fractions, not like that. So just what here? You have converted this fraction in terms of a whole degree. This is how much it becomes? 121 by 3 degree. Now we will convert 121 by 3 degree in terms of what it is? Radians you have to convert. See how much it becomes? 121 by 3. You know how to convert degree to radian? What you have to multiply here? Pi by 180. If it is possible, you simplify it. Otherwise, remain as it is. This is not possible to simplify it. Is how much it becomes totally? 121 pi by 180 into 3, 540. What it is? Radian. 121 pi by 540 radians. Once asked, this is in the examination, 40 degree 20 minutes. How much it is, students? 121 pi by 540 radian. See carefully. Once again I recall this problem because of in terms of fraction angle it is. Your problem is 40 degree 20 minute. See here what we have done here. First we have converted this 20 minutes in terms of a degree. How much it becomes, students? 1 by 3 degree. Again this 1 by 3 degree here we have combined here. Substituted here, combined in terms of degrees. That minute here we have combined here. How much it becomes? This is a mixed fraction. So 121 by 3 degree it becomes. 121 by 3 degree, you have taken that fraction minutes here converted in terms of a degree. It becomes what it is? 121 by 3 degree. 121 by 3 degree is converting in terms of a radian. You know how to convert degree to radian. And radian to degree will come to next afterwards. Degree to radian, what you have to multiply here? Pi by 180 here multiplied. 121 pi by 540 it becomes. If it is possible, you may simplify it and reduce it. If it is not possible, remain right as it is. It becomes how much? 121 pi by 540 radian. Take this one. Now this is about today we have studied the 4 examples, one fraction example also, and here I will write the which examples, because of one 320 degree we have converted, another one is a 240 converted, another one is 25 degree we have converted, and the fourth one, this is the fraction 40 degree 20 minute you have converted. I will calculate one more example and then I will give the homework. Calculate remaining examples yourself. Let us see one more example. I will calculate. I think you have taken this one, noted I think. Completed I think. Now see the next example. See, convert 20 degree 30 minute into radians. Here also I am not taking in terms of seconds. See, 20 degree 30 minute. This is your problem. Converting this fraction first in terms of a degree. What is your fraction? 30 minutes. You know very well. 30 minute means half degree. 30 minutes is half degree. Dividing by 60 it is. It becomes what it is? Half degree it is. Yes, you know very well. Now let us combine this. What you get from the fraction with this degree, given degree. This is your problem. 20 degree. This becomes how much it is? Half degree. See how much it becomes? 20 into 2, 40, 40 plus 1, 41 divided by 2. So you have converted in terms of this fraction angle in terms of a whole angle. Let us come to this whole angle in terms of radian. You know very well, you have to convert conversion of a degree to radian. that is you have to multiply by 5 by 180. This is the conversion of degree to radian. If possible, you simplify it. There is no possibilities of simplification. How much it becomes? 41 pi by 360 radian. So this is about the conversion of degree to radian. How much it becomes? 41 pi by 360 radian. So this is about the fifth example. Let us will continue in the next class. Thank you.